Welcome back, everyone, here to Brax Talks. Today, we got a very special video for you guys. We are going to be talking about the closer for the New York Yankees in the playoffs. Who could that be? How's the bullpen going to look? And we're just going to dive all into that. So stay tuned here and enjoy the video. Christian, would you like to start it off?
Sure. Um, I think we gotta talk about the elephant in the room to start it off, and that's Clay Holmes. At the beginning of the year, I think Clay Holmes might have been the most consistent thing on this team. Um, Up until really like the All-Star break and going back to when he was traded to the Yankees, he was amazing. Although whatever happened, his command hasn't been as good. He's walking a ton of guys. People are starting to hit him hard now. And I think Clay Holmes is 100% out of the closer role. And the Yankees, they kind of have been giving him the Chapman treatment of like still sticking with him, even though he's been struggling. I think that's really just trying to get him right. Although, if a playoff game were tomorrow, I don't even think we would see Clay Holmes in a game. So we hope that he has a few good stretch of games, and then he'll be trusted in the playoffs. But there's really not much he could do that would get him
Christian,
that closer spot.
Christian, here is the way I would put it. I think it's Clay Holmes' job to lose. Because I think that Clay Holmes has shown the most success in the closer role out of any pitcher we've had this year. Um, and I think, he was obviously an all-star pitching mostly out of that role. And he is the guy. And the Yankees have plans that kind of want him and need him in a sense to be the guy. So Clay Holmes, he has some time left, but he really needs to start to figure it out. Him and Matt Blake got to get together and they got to figure out what's going on or, change something up or something. Um, but if he keeps pitching like the way he is lately, he won't be the closer. But if he, like you said, has if he has a few good stretches and really looks solid, then I think he's definitely going to be the closer.
I guess I think that's what the Yankees are looking to do. Like I think the Yankees are like if he has five straight scoreless innings to like end the year, I think the Yankees are saying, boom, there it is. Although I'm kind of at the point with Holmes where I like use him in a different role now. Like, what's he good at? Getting ground balls. So maybe he could be a guy that you bring in a situation where you do need a ground ball. Not that he's been great with runners on base, but I think the Yankees' best bet would be to use him in a different spot because
Yes,
closing is just not
especially
working out for him.
yeah, especially I think I mean I really question why he came in with bases loaded, no one out, and then first and second one out. I mean, if you're trying to get a guy right, let's not bring him in situations where multiple runners are on base. So I think that could be a factor. But when Clay Holmes is on, he's really, really solid. But teams have started to lay off the sinker a bit, and the combination of that with him losing his command has really hurt him. So he's going to have to figure it out. And I have confidence in Clay Holmes. I like Clay Holmes. And I really hope he can figure it out because if we could get him going, he would be a massive, massive. I don't want to say addition because he's already on the team, but he would have a massive impact on this team in a positive way.
Definitely. So if we're not going to go Holmes, and I think you might be, but I would probably say Jonathan Lasaiga as of right now. He's just been really good for like kind of a long stretch now. I think in
Knock
Milwaukee,
on wood.
yeah, of course I would right here, but he in Milwaukee, he gave up a run. Then the other day, faltering again, but he hasn't really got like hit hard at all in
Mm.
a while. His command's been a lot better, and I think it's funny because we filmed a video that never got uploaded talking about Jonathan Lasiga, how he's been the worst pitcher on the team, and does he even like deserve a spot on this team? Should he go back to AAA? And since then, he has completely turned it around, and in my opinion, the most trusted guy in the pen right now. So,
Oh yeah,
playoffs were
definitely
tomorrow. Jonathan Lasiga is my closer.
gotta love Johnny Lozani. He's definitely awesome to watch pitch, and I'm super super happy he turned his season around.
Yeah. Then there's Chapman. I don't see a scenario where he's the closer. I think every Yankee fan would lose their mind if he was coming into a game in the ninth inning. But the fact of the matter is, Chapman's going to be pitching in the playoffs because I think he's gonna have a good stretch. He's gonna start to find it.
He was good last
Yankees
night.
he's the highest paid reliever in baseball, right? The Yankees aren't
Yeah,
just gonna have that guy rotting in the bullpen. They're gonna try and use him. So I don't think he is gonna be used as the closer. Um, but expect him to be used in the playoffs, definitely.
yeah, and obviously in some capacity. What role that would be is yet to be known, but yeah, I he's definitely gonna get on the roster. I mean, he hasn't pitched particularly well in the playoffs, but once again, he has pitched in the playoffs before, has had experience and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, I would be pretty surprised if he wasn't, but he's like I said, I mean, that's what he is, the guy closer. So he is another possibility. And what if he has a great, what do you say? He has five more outings right before the season's over, and he looks great. Not good, great. Conversation to be had. Or Christian, do they go no designated closer?
I
Do
was
they
just
kind
gonna say that. Yeah.
do they go a mix and match? Because this is kind of what they're in now, and you see some teams kind of do that where they don't technically have like a designated closer. I mean, they put their best reliever at the time in the biggest spot. So right now, that could be like Jonathan Lasiga in the biggest spot. It could be a mix and match. Um, it definitely could because I
That
mean,
seems like a Yankee thing to do. Like Peralta could be closing a game. Efros could be closing a game. Like we've seen that before. Like Efros, I think has
yeah,
saves this year before he got hurt. So
yeah, Trevino too.
yeah, I think unless one of these guys um like really has a good stretch before the playoffs, that's kind of how I envision it happening. Just playing the matchups or like whatever lane there is.